Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian, and today I got a game called Dice City. Dice City is a 1 to 4 player city building game by Artipia Games and AEG. In this game, players are attempting to build the most prestigious city. To do this, you roll dice to activate locations that help you gather resources, train armies, and build even better locations. So, let's check it out, and I'll show you how to manage your resources, defeat a few bandits, and earn the most victory points in Dice City. To set up, each player takes a board and 5 multicolored dice. These are some cards that you can buy that are available at any time. You have regular army, which costs 2 iron, and it adds 2 attack to your army. It has 3 defense, and it has 1 victory point. The mine costs 2. And it gives you 2 whenever you use it. Same thing for stone and wood. Then you shuffle the location deck. This is all shuffled, and then you lay out 8. These are all different, though these are all the same. Okay, so the bandits have 2, 3, 4 victory points, and 3, 4, 5 defense. So, for the bandits, you have 1, 2, 1 for each player, and then plus 2. 1, 2. You take the rest, and you take them from the game. Same thing for this. Num players plus 2, and num players plus 2. The trade ships. The trade ships have... First is the num players plus 2, as the bandits. So... And they are 5 victory points, costing 2 of each resource. 10 is num players, so 2. The rest are discarded. And they're worth 10, and they require 3 of each resource. And then the 20, there's only 1, it can only be bought once, and it requires 4. And it has 20 victory points. So this is the iron tokens, the stone tokens, and the wood tokens, with the victory point tokens nearby, the pass tokens, and the deactivation tokens here. The start player is determined by the person who has last rolled a dice in a game. You are now ready to begin. Each player rolls their dice and put them onto the corresponding locations. So, red, 6, blue, 3, black, 5, yellow, 2, and white, 1. Now, let's zoom into the board so we can see it better. So, these are the colors over here: white, yellow, red, blue, and black. So, to determine where it goes, you take the die of the color. So, white 1 goes here, yellow 2 goes here, red 6 goes here, because of these up here and those down there. Blue 3, and black 5. Each player also has a reference sheet. It tells you about how to use your dice and pass tokens and how to get them. On your turn, you use your dice to build, attack, and train. So let's take a look at some of the where they are. So get wood, add something for your army, get stone, reroll this dice. So this would be a really good one to use, so you use it, use the building, and then do what it says, reroll the dice. 1. So get wood. And then this one is on iron. So, second thing you can do is move a die to an adjacent die on its own row. We don't have an army, so you can't really attack. So let's move the yellow one, so you could get some stone, or you could get some wood. We're already getting 2 wood, so let's get some stone. Okay, but when you do use that, the die that you move it adjacent to, that die is used. So you use it next round. So you can use a die to discard any 4 of these, and then deal 4 new ones. But you can only do that once. You can reactivate a deactivated thing in your city, but you don't have any, and this happens whenever you're attacked by another player. Pass and gain a pass token. You can only do this once, so you can get rid of 1 and then gain a pass token, and you can only do this once. Also, which is on your lovely reference sheet, it tells you how to use your pass tokens. So it says, using your pass tokens, In addition to using dice, you may also spend 2 pass tokens to take one of the following actions, many times, as you have 2 pass tokens to do so. Gain 1 resource of your choice, so you could get one of these. You can increase your army strength by 1 for this turn. Force all other players to re-roll one of their dice of your choice. This happens clockwise order starting from your left. So, pass tokens can be pretty handy. But using these actions leave you, less dice to use buildings. Since we reactivated and there was nothing to reactivate, put this back here. So now you use your actions. So you gain 1 of each, because the dice indicate so. So then you have these. Then you can use them to buy. Okay. Next is the attack step. You may attack the bandits and get that many victory points, or attack another player's location. So you may choose 1 or more locations, and when you attack it, you place a deactivation token on it, and then you gain victory points amounted to the amount shown in the bottom right corner. You may also attack someone else's stock, but to steal each resource for 1 resource equals 2 army strength. Next is the building and trading step. You have 1 of each resource. So this means you could buy, looking at these, you could buy a watchtower or one of the storehouses. So the watchtower it adds 3 attack swords to your own army, and that can only be used to attack bandits. And the storehouse is you pay 1, and then you get 3 of that resource. So let's buy that one. So you pay the amount indicated, and then you buy it. You may place it anywhere on your board. Let's place it here. This covers one of your other cities, which means you may not use the covered action. You may also trade during the step, which means you can build and trade as many as you wish. Which 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. And trade ships don't go in your city. They are kept by you until scoring. At the end of your turn, if you have any resources at the end, they had 1 iron at the end, you may store 1 of each type. Now you restock the location. So now you roll again. And whoa, holy 4s. 4, 4, 4, 2. Ooh, you get to use your storehouse. Now it is the next player's turn. Play continues until any of the following conditions are met. All of the bandits are gone, destroyed. 2 of the trade ship piles are gone. The locations are... deck is depleted. Or 2 entire rows of a player's board is built up. When one of these occurs, play continues until every player has had an equal amount of turns. When the final round ends, each player counts up the victory point tokens, the trade ships, the bandits, and adds all of the locations in their city, active and deactivated. And the locations that were placed over do not count. The player with the most victory points wins the game. In case of a tie, the player with the most location cards wins. If there's still a tie, the player with the most victory points from trade ships and bandits wins. If there's still a tie, the player closest to the start player wins. And that's how you play Dice City. Okay, got my dad here for parents' opinions. So Dad, what do you think of Dice City?
Dice City is very well made. It's got really neat art, and I like the mechanic, how you're building your city using the dice. It's a lot of fun.
Nice components. You have the resource cardboard pieces and the time things. The cards, they're smaller than normal cards.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards in this game, and it's good that they are a smaller size. It's a really heavy game because they give you 4 player boards, and each board is like its own board game size. So the box itself is very heavy, but the little bitty resources are very nicely done. They're thick,
durable.
Yep, and durable. So good job on the components. I think it's really fun to play just because of that, just because of the nice parts that are in the game.
The artwork is really good. It's nice, cute, cartoony.
Yeah, it kind of seems like you're playing a little video game, with your little guys and building your city and sending them off to work. I really like that. It's kind of got a computer-generated feel to it. And all of the cards, have different buildings, different ships, little guys on it. So it's a very, very good job on the artwork. I'm a sucker for good art. And this one, was really good as far as the artwork goes.
The strategy, it's a bit of strategy. Like, it has a lot of replayability because of the dice, which also means that it has a lot of decisions to make. So when you roll the dice, which ones do you want to activate? Which places do you want to build? All of those other decisions make it into a good strategic game.
Yeah, this is very strategic. There's a lot of decisions, like you say, that you roll the dice, and that determines which ones are rolled, and then the decisions come, because you can move one. You could use one to move it next, move a dice next to another one. So it doesn't make it completely luck with the dice. And then there's a variety of cards that you can use. You can go trade. You can go bandits and build up your armies. You can get your resources bigger and be getting more resources. So there's a lot of different things going on here, which, like you mentioned, replayability is big.
It's pretty easy for kids, but there are the lots of decisions, but it can still be made a little bit easier.
Yeah, we played with the little ones, and they really like rolling the dice and finding where they went. I did help them decide, what they could buy, and I gave them the options. This is what you could do, and they chose. So I think younger kids can play it. I don't think that they will win, just because of the strategic nature of the game, and the decisions you make early on will greatly affect how the end of the game is. And it's really kind of a resource management. Are you getting the resources to be able to spend them type of a game.
Overall, it's a really good game. Nice, thick, nice, durable components. The artwork is nice, computer-generated looking, cartoony. It's strategic. It's pretty easy for kids. It's a really good game. I liked it.
Yeah, overall, I think this is an okay game. Some people really love it. Other people have found that there are, there could be one card that is broken, meaning that if you end up getting that card and you use it every turn, every time to the end, you're going to blow everybody away. So maybe there are those types of cards in there, and if you are a player and have found that, throw the card out and don't use it. And so that's what I would say to those that say that it's a broken game. I did try to play it one player. Again, I think there is that nature. In the one-player mode, you leave your trade ships out, one at the three different denominations, and I felt like, well, why would I do anything in this game except get the largest 20-point trade ship? And I did that for a couple of turns and then decided that I was not going to play this game single player. So I would definitely play this with a group. I think there could be some people that think that it's just a solitaire game because you have your own board and you're playing by yourself. There's a little bit of player interaction with the armies. You can attack and steal other people's resources, but you could. I think when we played with the little ones, we didn't really attack each other, which could make it easier to play with younger age group. But I think overall this is a really good game. Like Brian said, the artwork is phenomenal, and there's a lot of replayability there for Dice City.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. This is my dad. See you next time.